Hey, it's the dark Danish today.
Dark.
Hello.
Sorry, people. She went over to the dark side.
Because
She's
they
a
have
flurf
cookies.
now. She's a
They
flurf
have
now.
cookies. No.
They had cookies and now they got Danish.
Yeah. No. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show.
Hello. Oh, hello, Ox. And I saw a demon.
Yeah,
And a
Ox,
kitty
demon.
cat and a wolfie.
Kitty, Wolfie.
And there was
Ah.
some guy named GeoSam in the side chat. I don't know who that is.
Geo, you're muted.
Am I muted?
Yes, you were muted.
Not anymore.
Well, look at there.
Ooh,
What do you know?
Hey, hola. Long time no see. How are you?
Demon orb.
Somebody is waiting for the blood of their enemies. Apparently, somebody
Body.
promised that. What?
That's Ola.
I'm still waiting for the promised blood of my enemies. Yeah,
So who are they?
I don't know. I think it's best to go get it. Don't wait around. Don't wait around. But I think Sun Tzu would have something better to say about that. Sun Tzu? Anybody?
Who?
No?
Sun Tzu, yes.
Never mind. Not important.
The Art of War.
Oh. Yeah, Sun Tzu.
Oh,
Sun Tzu now.
And then me are thinking like, who?
He also wrote a book on motorcycle maintenance.
Citation needed.
Way back then. Sun Tzu and the Ancient Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. It's actually a book.
Okay. So today is going to be a little bit serious. Yeah, right. No, it's
possible with
serious.
you?
It's a serious
Oh,
subject.
so we're going to be talking about play?
About what?
About playing.
Playing.
Yes, playing. We're going to be
Serious.
talking about playing. Very important for mental health.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Playing
Mental-
with what?
Not the who? Put
Huh?
on a serious face.
I'm still eating.
I don't even know if that's it.
Yeah, you're talking with your mouth full. Don't do that. Please.
Oh.
I agree. I didn't
So,
take a bite yet.
how is everybody doing?
Doing okay. Should I
Bit
turn my
tired.
lights? Turn my light on. I turned it off because I want it to be in the dark. In the dark. And, oh, what do you think of that?
Ooh.
Oh, sorry not to talk with my mouth full.
Oh boy.
Wait, is Slim there?
Nope.
Shrum.
Haven't seen Slim yet.
Well, with your mouth full.
Slim's
Yeah.
busy.
Slim could, with Slim, you'll have a mouthful.
Yeah, so have I, Mark, Caesar, and hi.
What the hell?
Oh, hi, Mark. Yeah, I've heard of that as well, Mark. But I actually think it's a myth.
Mental health?
Nobody is mentally healthy.
I've heard of that.
That's impossible. That's impossible.
Yeah, I've heard of that. What is
No,
it?
the old argument from
The old argument.
Shit. Ah,
Okay.
incredulity.
Incredulity.
What a fancy word.
Don't use those fancy words.
What's the opposite of incredulity? Is incredulity and credulity, right?
Mm.
Mhm. Yes. There's also credulity,
Mm.
which
Well, how's everyone in the chat doing?
yeah.
I don't know how the people in the chat are doing.
I don't know that.
Oh no, Ox. Don't you dare.
You
Yay!
okay? Amiga, you okay?
See?
I had to look at this.
God damn it.
Hi,
Something.
winners.
Hello,
Something about-
lurking.
Something about leakage or lurkage. Is it lurkage or never
I
mind.
don't know. That's a very good question,
Is
Wolf.
that a word? Anal
I know
lurkage.
you can be overwhelmed and underwhelmed, but can you just be well?
Well,
Interesting. And then
Yeah.
again,
under.
why do they call it a building when it's already they're already finished building it?
Yeah.
What would you want to call? To call it a built?
Maybe.
Oh, what a nice built! Huh? It's like you're missing something. That's such a lovely built.
Yay!
Sounds like something's missing. Mental health
Wow.
is
Wow. I just learned something
what?
about being overwhelmed and underwhelmed.
Oh
But
yeah.
There is just the word whelm. To
Whelm.
engulf, submerge, or bury someone or something. There you go, Orla.
That reminds me of. Yeah, that's a
was
good
Wolf.
word. That's a good word.
No. I'm talking to.
Wouldn't it be a built?
I'm talking to Orla. To engulf, submerge, or bury someone or something.
Okay.
With no subject, it means flow or heap up abundantly.
Well,
A brook whelmed up from its source.
well, when tears well up, or is that different? If is that the same? I don't know.
Yeah.
When the building is finished,
Yes.
the building is finished when they stop building it.
Yes, tears can whelm.
So
Because
it's
using it as a noun, then it's an act or instance of flowing or heaping up abundantly. A surge, the whelm of the tide.
Oh, okay.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Sorry,
let me
my mind went there.
Ladies and gentlemen, let
Yes.
me introduce you to the human encyclopedia called AmigaNuts.
Nah, I'm just using a
AmigaNuts
dictionary on a computer. I
with,
just
I
look
know.
up the word whelm.
AmigaNuts with his quick internet.
good call. Good call.
I didn't even go to the internet. It's in a dictionary in the computer.
Oh, you got a dictionary in your computer.
No.
Yeah, don't you?
Oh, there's Lone Wanderer. Lone Wanderer
Not,
will tell us.
no.
Hmm.
Well,
Is it
get an
free?
application and install it
It's
so
free.
that it's always there for you, even when your internet goes out.
Hey, you can make up words, right? You give them meanings.
Yeah. What do you do to Kitty? Wolf?
You do what to me?
Do you
Building.
do you,
Build.
Says he.
do you whelm her?
Well, are you well? Not all the. Not.
Well, sometimes like when I'm alone and watching certain videos, something whelms.
Don't know how to answer that.
Well, that's good for your mental health, I guess.
I hear doggies.
Oh,
Is there
Sorry.
a middle?
hey, now I gotta look up.
Is there like a middle of the line whelm? You know what I mean? Like,
Whelm is the middle. You're not overwhelmed and you're not underwhelmed. You're just whelmed.
just whelm.
Okay.
English, strange language.
Sometimes.
With strange people.
Oh, what is certain words? You know the word regularly.
Mm.
You say
Yeah. Hi, Nerdy.
Well,
I regularly take out the trash. Is that the right word? Am I saying that wrong?
regularly. That's indeed that is a pretty
Regularly.
that is not the
Okay.
easiest word to pronounce. That's true.
Yes.
Regularly.
Babe, I need some dopamine and oxytocin.
Okay.
Are the doggies okay?
Yeah. Is it Kyle?
Oh man.
Kyle?
What? The?
Was there a squirrel
Yeah.
loose over there?
Squirrel. Where?
There's another funny word. Squirrel.
Squirrel.
No, squirrel.
Kaya. And Mokat.
Squirrel.
And Mokat.
Squirrel. Is it squirrel? Squirrel.
Squirrel.
Look what Winter's is saying.
Yeah.
So much for mental
Doggies
health.
are so cute. I love doggies.
Hmm.
And basically every other animal. But yeah. Particularly doggies.
This is an apple
Midwhelm.
turnover.
Nerdy says midwhelm.
Oh. In Dutch we call that an appelflap.
Pas nu på det.
Where's my dictionary? Oh, that's not the dictionary.
Yeah. Hello.
Hey, nerdy. Is midwhelm next to midgard?
Oh, fudgy.
Well,
You silly goose.
Well, what is mental health anyway? Anybody have any idea?
Hmm.
Oh,
Oh my God! Is
Ge-
Mark just
Geo.
making up words now?
No. That's a
Nope.
real word. That's a
Nope.
real word. I've seen it before.
No, Numo non ultra microscopics.
Microscopic. Microscopic.
Microscopic silico
Little volcanosis.
volcanosis.
Oh, it's near Upper Midgard. Of course. What? I should have realized that. I should have looked at the map.
Upper center.
Don't you
Upper
have a map
center.
offline on your computer?
Oh, yeah, but it's
It's in the northwesternly and an eastern direction, right?
And then south of that, right?
And then south of that. Yeah,
it's southeasterly westerly of it.
yeah, in the northern western direction.
Yeah, and then slightly to the north.
With
Okay.
a yaw to the left.
I'm definitely too tired for this. Hmm.
So what is mental health?
I don't know. That's a myth.
Well, you found something, didn't you, Gio?
I did actually, and it's supposed to answer questions. It's a frequently asked question thingamajig.
Oh, is it? Do you say like Alexa or Siri or whatever? Like
Sort of.
computer?
Sort of.
Yeah, that's right. Wolf. Hello, freak.
It's right here.
Hey, freak, still at work?
Probably.
What is mental health? Let's see. They say we all have mental health, which is made up of our beliefs, thoughts, feelings, and behaviors.
There we go.
That's what it says.
Hmm.
We all have mental health, which is made up of our beliefs, thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Does anyone disagree with that? I don't know.
I don't
Add
know.
some?
I don't believe that.
You don't believe that?
I don't know.
No, I think it's like
It's pretty. Yeah. No.
it's when everything is like it's when it's well balanced, man. It's like not like
Yeah. Well, mental
shooting
health.
off into the
Your mental
sky.
health. You always have mental health. It's just
Yeah.
if your mental health can be in bad shape, just like your regular health. So
Hey, I just woke up. Come on, give me a break.
Good
what
question.
you're describing
Nerdy.
is mentally healthy.
Well, that's what they describe it as. They say
think
it's part of. What do you
Nerdy
think?
has a very good question.
Is
Is
mental health? Yeah.
when other people mess up your life?
Yeah, part of it.
Yeah.
All right. What's the other question? What do I do if the support doesn't help? Does that have to? What do they say? I have no clue. I
Quite
haven't
different
read this
sport.
ahead of time. They say, I'll read it. It can be difficult to find the things that will help you, as different things can help different people. It's important to be open to a range of approaches and to be committed to finding the right help and to continue to be hopeful when some things don't work out. What do you think about that statement? What do you think? What do you think? I could be honest.
I think the chocolate milk I just finished was
What do you
excellent.
think of that? Can you read it? You can't really read it, can you?
I can read it.
Yeah.
As it says, for different people, there are different things that help.
That's right.
So yeah, yeah, I think that's true. Everybody is so different than another person. But yeah.
So you have to keep trying, right?
Yeah.
Because some things may work for some people. Like someone may suggest, "Oh, try this," and then it doesn't work. Then you get like frustrated. So you have to remember to take a lot of different approaches. So it's not just
always take in mind that something doesn't help for everybody.
right.
Yes.
So
Like a lot of people can calm down using I call it again fuck. Now I lost the word.
you lost it.
A lot of people can calm down using what? Ether.
That's not
Chloroform.
Wow. Isn't that dangerous?
There's a whole bunch of questions here. This is a live, not a live, a website I just found searching mental health.
I shared a website in the chat.
Oh, okay. So you guys can go there and check it out too. There's only a few questions, so it's not very large or comprehensive or anything like that. It's just something to talk about. Like, can you prevent mental health problems? I mean, that's a serious question right there, right?
Yeah.
And they say, what do they say? We can all suffer from mental health changes, but developing our well-being, resilience, and seeking help early can help prevent challenges becoming serious. Is that right? Challenges? Yeah, challenges.
Yeah, it's mostly right.
That's okay. It's not it's being a little vague, but it's not bad. Not bad. But I think mental health problems are sometimes genetic in nature, Mental health can be, like I've inherited some things from my parents, so
I remembered the word.
there's a lot more to it.
For some people, mindfulness really works, but that really doesn't work for me.
Mindfulness. Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Because it usually involves controlling your breathing.
Yeah, sitting
When I do
still.
that, I just I can't, and I get out of breath.
Control your breath. Yeah, they say if you're thinking about it, it's kind of like on your mind, and then you get kind of caught up thinking about it, right?
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah, that's exactly what I have when I do that, and yeah.
I can't sit still for that long.
Well, I've got
too.
an alternative for that, and that's called an air rifle.
An air rifle.
Then you also have to focus on one small thing and your breathing, and then it works. But sitting down. No.
Babe, just sitting down and relaxing. You can't do that often. Then
are there cures for mental?
Have someone give you a massage.
Oh, see, there you go. Yeah. That's good. Right
body
there.
Massage.
Yeah, that definitely makes me focus on my breathing.
Mm.
Let's see. All right. Are there cures for mental health problems? I don't know about cures. What do they say? Challenges.
That's the wrong one.
Is that what causes it?
Go up one. There you go.
Are there cures? It's a tough one. It is often more realistic and helpful to find out what helps with issues you face.
Oh, like the root cause of your problem?
Yeah, like talking, counseling, medication, friendships, exercise, good sleeping and nutrition, and meaningful occupation can all help. That's what they say here.
Yeah.
Meaningful to you.
Yeah, and that per person it differs what helps best. But I do believe that the first one, talking, is one of the things that will actually work for most people.
Yeah, they mentioned talking.
It's probably the hardest of all of them. But I think that's
talking, counseling, medication.
Yeah.
friendships.
Yeah, medication. I think medication is one of the last things you should try. But like, yeah, talking and that can be counseling or a friendship or a family member or something. But yeah,
Well, medications, like some people have like chronic illnesses that require medication all the time that aren't necessarily related to mental health. So that can be problematic for people who have to continually take medications. That can be an issue. So I understand.
yeah,
that.
but like I always think like if you can do without medication, then do without medication. Medication is I think is like always the last thing you try. Well, besides
Surgery.
allegedly Dave's solution of drinking and
Right.
inhaling piss.
Well, the old saying, if thine eye offend thee, rip it out or cut it out. Right. Is that the old adage?
That's a little extreme.
A little.
I think that was the ghost communicating.
Oh. Was the ghost named Kaya?
No,
Oh.
she definitely can't get way up there. It was one of the doggy activity thing that fell down from
It
on
just
top of the
fell down?
cupboard. Yeah.
What?
Like I said, it's the ghost. It wants to
Oh.
communicate. It doesn't think Kaya gets enough treats, apparently. Or something.
What causes
They're just afraid of Kaya.
Oh, yeah. Could be.
Must appease
They're
the
afraid
god
that
Kaya.
will rip them apart.
Oh my god, Ola, you should be on here saying all those
Yes.
things you're writing.
Yes. Come on in, Ola.
Interesting. What causes mental health problems?
Everything. Oh.
People who act like dickheads
Yeah.
and screw with your life.
Yeah.
Well, they're calling it challenges, which is, I guess,
Yeah.
a good word. Challenges or problems with your mental health can arise from psychological, biological, and social issues, as well as life events.
Definitely.
Life. Yeah.
What
That's
do I do if I'm worried about my mental health? I'm just going to fly through these because these are very basic, very basic questions. There's only a few of them. What do I do if I'm worried about my mental health?
Talk
The
to
most
some.
the most important thing is to talk to someone you trust. That's the first sentence. All right.
Yep.
This might be friends, colleagues, family members, or GP, whatever
Yeah.
that is.
Some
General
people,
practitioner. Your
General
doctor.
practitioner.
some
In
people
addition-
have that issue.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, sure.
Not being able to produce enough serotonin.
There you go. See?
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah.
sounds like something that could be helped with medication.
Definitely.
Yeah, well, the more you talk to people, the better off you'll get more information. That's basically what this is saying, this little thing here on the side here. Let me see. You can't really see it.
Therapy is a good thing.
Yeah.
The next
yeah,
one
that's-
is, how do I know if I'm unwell?
Oh,
Have you-
that's a
Have
hard
you
one.
checked your
Sometimes you don't.
temperature?
Sometimes you don't, right? It says here, if your beliefs, thoughts, feelings, or behaviors have a significant impact on your ability to function. It function in what might be considered a normal or ordinary way. It would be important to seek help. So basically,
Okay. Now we should copy this and send this to all the flat earthers.
well, all you have to do, that's what I typed it into Google, was mental health questions.
Nerdy?
That's what I got.
Nerdy,
Citation needed.
You gotta go. You gotta go. No normal people allowed here.
Linda, I was thinking the same thing.
There's only two questions. What should you do if I'm worried about a friend or relative? What should you do?
Call a professional.
It may depend on your relationship with them. Generally, encourage someone to seek the appropriate support would be helpful as a start. That's what this is saying. And the last question, we'll just go through this. How do you deal with someone telling me what to do? Imagine that.
So basically, how to handle a Karen.
How to handle a Karen, yeah. It says here some people may advise you on good evidence of what works with the best intentions, but it's important to find out what works best for you.
Yeah.
Did you get all that?
Yeah. When somebody
that's
tells
also why
me to go to this crystals, yeah.
Yeah. No, but like I that's also why you shouldn't tell somebody you should do that, because that will help. You can tell them you could try this because it helped for me or for a friend. You know,
Well,
it's yeah. What helps with mental health, that is very personal, I think.
Mm-hmm.
well, that was that little short thing. You put the link in the chat so people can go and check it out
No,
themselves.
not the link for the one you just
Oh no,
did,
okay,
but
so I'll put that in
another
the chat.
website.
I'll put that in the chat too. Link to the one I just went through. If someone's interested, they can check it out. It's only a few questions. I think this is it. Yeah. Did I post it? Yeah, I posted it. Page not found. Get out of here. I have to post it again.
Yeah, I think you
Screwed it up.
It's the
messed
THHT.
Yeah.
Screwed it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
You were already trying to type something, I think.
No, I copied. There was another thing that got copied along with it. It's just a.
Stupid teach.
I have highlight issues with my mouse.
Wait. You got highlight issues? How can you have highlight issues? You don't have hair.
Highlighting with the mouse.
Oh, with the mouse.
He's got hair. Just look at his
That's
chin.
thumbnail.
His chin is full of hair.
Oh yeah, your hair
some
migrated
hair,
down
man.
to your chin.
It's not a lot of hair.
You should put highlights in it.
I got a Danish. Do you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am one.
Tasty.
Let's see what I got.
I got
What's in my bag? Ooh, let's see. Ooh, M&Ms.
Damn you, brainless.
Well, I'm
Double
full.
on.
I'm full with my
La, la,
pancakes and bacon.
And I don't know
No.
if there's a name for it in English.
Come on, you like.
But here we
American
call it
pancakes.
peanut rocks. That's peanuts in chocolate.
Ooh.
Oh, that's so nice.
Very good. Very good.
Can you send me
Really?
some?
Peanut rock?
Mhm.
It sounds like
Please?
peanut covered rocks.
Pepper rocks.
No,
Well-
rocks of chocolate with peanuts in them.
You know,
Winner,
Julie,
don't be an ass.
You know Julie from Wine and
I don't
Reason?
control wind.
Yes.
You know who Julie is. I think just about everyone knows Julie, right?
Le voice?
Julie from Julie Wine and Reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did a live stream a few days ago.
Yeah.
Oh,
Haven't
she
watched
did.
it yet. No spoilers.
I didn't get a notification.
Yeah, she was.
Oh.
There was something very
Good
scary.
question,
She said
Mary.
there was something
Good
very
question.
scary. There was something very scary that happened. That's all I'm gonna say. And she was frightened to the point of
Mm.
being really frightened. Does that make
Well,
sense?
something very scary happened to Hopswat.
Hmm.
He blacked out while he was driving.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that. Ooh.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
That's not good.
Yeah.
I've fallen asleep, but yeah, no.
Yeah, I've fallen
Like-
asleep
I have
Yeah,
never.
behind the wheel.
on a
That's-
motorcycle.
I've
Right.
fallen asleep on a motorcycle.
Mm.
Did you end up in the
It's-
ditch?
It's very easy, man.
And
I
it
was
did.
coming to the Sunrise Highway exit. I saw it about a mile ahead of me as I came around the long curve, and I blinked and I missed it.
I've never had
Well-
never had an accident like that.
What?
I didn't have an accident.
Oh, it was planned. Okay, cool.
No, no. I mean, it just happened.
Hmm.
I wasn't injured.
But that's good.
I was very.
Well, you said you
That's good.
blinked and you passed it.
Yeah,
But
right by it.
did you
was a
blink that long, or were you going that fast? Hmm. Yeah.
I refuse to answer that question. on
You
the
were
grounds
just
of
speeding.
incriminate myself.
You were just speeding. Just admit it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Did miss a beat.
But that was back when I just had my driver's license. So yeah, a couple of late nights, not that much driving experience. Meh, not good.
Oh, well, I think in the United States those numbers are a bit higher
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
because
Little.
people
Maybe a
around
little.
here are crazy.
Yeah. They get their license to drive and then they just forget about what they learned. They just go off out into the wilderness, driving along, just making trouble for everybody on the road.
Well, I had my driver's license, and later on I got my driver's license to drive with a trailer. And I can tell you this, I failed for that one a couple of times, and not because I couldn't drive with the trailer. It was the regular things you have to do when driving that I failed on. Just in those years, I've learned so many bad habits, and I failed on that. So yeah,
Yeah.
the guys that like the interns at my work, I always tell them, if you go for your driver's license and you want to go for your license to drive with a trailer, immediately do it because it's easier. Because if you are still in that mindset of like really showing that you're looking in the mirrors and stuff, it is so much easier, and you're still used to the correct pose in the car. Because yeah, who drives like that? Nobody. Everybody is getting comfortable.
I still look at the mirrors and when I'm driving.
Yeah, but you look at the mirrors, but
Mhm.
Yeah.
do you really turn your head and like, oh yes, I'm looking at the
Yes.
mirrors? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I don't. I just glance at them like, oh,
I
yeah.
do. And I turn my head.
I constantly look at them, but
I ride
I'm not sure if you're sitting next to me if you notice that I'm looking in the mirror.
Oh.
And I have a tendency to come up on crossings with a little bit of a high speed.
When's the last time you've used hand signals while driving?
You don't?
Well, I every now and then I put my middle finger up.
Last week?
Hand
Last-
signals?
Last week.
No. I've got indicators on my car to do that. Well,
It's still-
on my car, I say I'm a work fan because I don't.
It's
have
still
a
on
car.
the test. It's still on the driving test
Mhm.
here. You have to know the hand signal for left turn, right turn, stop, and all that bullshit. But
Wait.
then on the test, you don't have to display it. You don't have to demonstrate it. You just have to know what it is. Which makes no sense.
You know.
Why the
It
fuck
should-
would it?
Wait.
It should be like I've got a license to fly a plane, right?
Mhm.
Sure.
And because I haven't flown in a certain amount of time, right? I can't use it, but I still have it, right? If I want to use it again, I have to go back for recurrent training. Whether it be a biennial flight review where I have to demonstrate all the basic stuff, right, that I had to learn to get it in the first place. Or whether it be an annual flight review if I want to use it for commercial purposes.
Would you be
And
able to do that?
I don't know, because I also have to pass a physical.
Oh,
Let's get
So that would
physical.
probably
Physical.
take some surgery and shit.
I
yeah.
wanna get physical. Let's get into physical.
So, but the thing
okay.
is, I think drivers should be required to do the same thing. Like maybe every 5 or 10 years, they'd have to go back and take another test
Is that how you drive like this?
or take some training, and with proof of training that they've gone over all the basics and demonstrated that they didn't pick up any bad habits or that any habits they had were corrected.
Yeah, well, at least I don't know from what age up, but older people here do have to get a physical
Mm-hmm.
to like, especially to see if their eyesight is still good enough, and I believe it also includes checking the reaction time.
Mm.
So yeah, I think it's a good thing, and yes, it's sad if an older couple loses their driver's license and with that they get isolated. It's terrible for them, but they're still taxis, and yeah, it's better than them
Yep.
causing problems on the road, and often it's not even them directly causing problems, but like if somebody is driving really really slow and insecure, people get agitated by that.
Oh, driving really really slow. That's me. I stick to the speed limit.
No, then
I'm
you're
up.
sticking to the speed limit. That's what I do as well.
Then you're just
No,
driving
but
like
then you're driving normal. But some people
yeah.
just are always 10 kilometers under the speed limit, and that is fucking annoying. That's a fact. But some
Unless
people
it's
just
for
cannot
the
handle that,
driving conditions.
and they will pass them like lunatics sometimes in places where I think, like, how can you even think of overtaking somebody with no sight of what's coming up? And some people are just stupid, but like some, yes, winners.
Hello,
60s
freaks.
You know what?
Hey,
Hey,
You know
fucker.
what? That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Brainless, right? When you take a flight review, right? I mean, flying. When you want to fly, it's all about emergencies. What are you going to do if this happens? What are you going to do if that happens? You always got to be thinking ahead, planning ahead, right? Even before you take off, you gotta think about what happens if I get up to like 500 feet, right, after takeoff, and the engine quits. What if I get to 700 feet? What if I get to 1,000 feet? Where are the best places to land around here? As soon as you take off, it's a habit that's trained into you, right? As to what to do, to think ahead. And
Parachute,
and
parachute.
people who do what you're saying they do, which is thinking about overtaking somebody on a freaking blind curve, they're not thinking ahead.
Yeah, definitely.
Even when I ride,
They're just
even
annoyed with the people driving slowly in front of
right,
them.
but even when I'm on a motorcycle, I'm like every second I'm thinking about how long is it going to take me to stop if they slam on the brakes? What's my best?
Yeah,
What's my best escape route?
yeah. On a
If
motorcycle,
somebody's up, right?
I can imagine that. Yeah.
I look when I'm going down a street with cars on it that are parked on both sides, right? I'm thinking about what's behind those cars. I'm looking through the windows to see if there's little kids going to jump out at me and shit like that. Are people playing, are the kids playing,
Yeah.
in that
Is
spot?
there a ball coming from behind one of the cars or
Yeah,
something like that? Yeah, yeah, definitely.
I mean, it's just a matter of thinking ahead, always having that escape route, and that's why stuff like that should be taught to drivers, and they should take a test every so many years.
Yeah,
For
well, I
motorcycles,
think like
definitely. But I think in
the process.
California, every 4 or 5 years or something, you have to retake the test or something, or they at least check your
Yeah.
eyes. But I agree, there should be more testing.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
I mean,
I think,
it could be like every 10 years or something like that.
yeah, I think around here there is quite a good process of getting your license at least.
Yeah, I mean,
But it's, yeah, and they're working on it now, so as well. It's because since a couple of years you actually have to get a proper driver's license to drive a tractor, and not just some certificate.
yeah. Well,
Now, that in the beginning it was like at school, like where a lot of farmers go. Then it's like somebody gets there and you do a couple of things with the tractor, and then you get your certificate. But you can get that as soon as you're like 16, and then you are allowed to drive a tractor with tons behind it. and like a regular driver is not allowed what was it 750 kilos behind their car. And of course a tractor is completely different build,
Mhm.
but when you're 16 you have no idea of traffic.
16.
Mm.
Yeah, then you don't understand traffic. Then you just got off your bicycle. That's all you know. And then you get to drive around with something that weighs tons. That's
Mhm.
and like in the past I get it, because then it's
Uh,
like, oh, that's got a farm. I got to help him. I get that. But these days the kids that they're kids that drive around with that are like working for the companies that get hired by farmers. It's not like they're helping dad. So I think, yeah, and they're making ridiculous hours. But yeah, but I heard they're also working on that to reduce
so,
that.
so are you saying that 16-year-olds should get more training, or that the age should be raised above 16 years old?
More
No,
training.
I think it should be like the same with a car. Like, well, or at least
Head. Oh,
like
sorry.
hey doorknob.
You
No,
you
no,
shouted
but
what
like
I was thinking.
I think they should be able to drive a tractor, but not with those enormous loads behind it.
Uh,
That you at least
so,
need to have your license for like 2 years or something.
so a restriction.
Yeah, so you first learn how the thing works on the road and how the road works. And like maybe on a field.
Sorry.
Oh no! You
And the
woke up the
bejeebas out
kid.
of it.
Yeah, no, but maybe on a field you can do whatever you want with it, but like not on a road with the full trailers behind it.
Well, like an
It, it,
example,
it, it, it works the same way. It works the same way in aviation, right? Every time you go over, like for you need like they have sport pilots, then private pilots, then commercial pilots, and then when you get to the commercial pilots and airline transport ratings, it goes by the individual craft, right? You have to get a type rating for each complex airplane over a
Yeah,
certain weight.
yeah, and well, with airplanes, it's of course like different types of airplanes handle differently, have different controls. So yeah, and if you lose control, you cannot or don't. Like, oh yeah, how are those controls again? You can't park on the side of the road and like, oh yeah, how was that again?
Hmm.
So I get that that's really strict, but yeah, I like, yeah, that's and like that the trailer now for the car is a different license. I think that's a good thing, because also my mom says like she got her driver's license because before they separated those two. So my mom is allowed to drive with a trailer, but she says like, yeah, I'm allowed, but I wouldn't know what to do. So
Mm.
I
well,
think
a good example of how kids need or teenagers need more training or understanding about cars. My girlfriend's 17-year-old son, who's now 18, crashed his car into a pole at 3 a.m. because he fell asleep at the wheel. Because he didn't understand the concept of when you should pull over and sleep or what you should do in certain cases. So he is going through
yeah.
physical therapy right now to relearn to walk. So
Ugh.
Well, for me it wasn't that bad, but Yeah, I had that happen when I just had my driver's license. So yeah.
Because he didn't understand how horrible it could be if you fell asleep at the wheel. So there needs to be more training in different situations other than just scaring you to not speed while you're driving, because that's pretty much what they do in driving school when I was going, but that was 1995 or something.
So we're going to talk about the mental health benefits of safer drivers on the road, causing less stress, reducing road rage.
Yeah, I was going to
or
say
something
road
like
rage
that.
is a major problem with
Oh
driving.
yeah,
Yep. No, road rage is not the problem. It's the people that don't know how to drive.
Well, see, one of
yes.
the things
But if they had more training and
I
had to take tests, do you think there would be more safer drivers on the road, more
yeah,
considerate drivers on the road, thereby
yes,
reducing the overall stress
Yeah,
and
and
reducing road rage?
yeah, I think like people should like if you get your driver's license, like basically if you drive slowly, they should also like take it away. Like it's because it's
Mm.
dangerous. And technically, you can get a ticket for driving too slowly, but that will hardly ever happen. But like, yeah, I think if like the police see someone driving really slow, they should check what it is because maybe there's something wrong, or maybe they're just looking where to go, or if it's somebody that's just so insecure that they drive really slow,
well,
and
here in Colorado,
then they should get a test to see if they're still capable of driving.
go ahead, Brainless.
Because no, but no. Well, that was my point. Like if you encounter somebody as a police officer, like, and they're driving really slow because they're too scared to even get close to the speed limit, then
Wait,
that
what?
person shouldn't be driving. That that I encounter people like you're allowed to drive like 80 kilometers per hour, and they drive 60. Like and like
Are you
why?
speaking English?
I believe I am.
I'm just here to annoy you, man.
I know.
Well, on the freeways in Colorado, if you go under 20, they will definitely pull you over and give you a ticket. But on the streets, if you drive too slow, it's not really a big problem. But here on the freeways, because everybody's driving so fast, and we have large freeways with usually 3 lanes. There's a couple two, but yeah, they'll pull
Yeah.
people over and give them a ticket for going too slow because they do cause accidents here because everybody is going 20 over the speed limit. So if you're going 20
Yeah.
under, then there's a huge difference. And if it's
Yeah.
windy weather system, then you have way more crashes. So because there's a lot of weather systems here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, but I get that. Like if you're like in a town and you drive slowly, it can be like that you're looking where to go. That's just that's just something. But there are people that just always drive slowly, and like I think if you drive really slowly and the police see you, they should check up on you, like why you're driving so slow. And if it
is
is insecurity, you should get a test. I think
is it
because
is
like
it only in Is it only in Germany that they don't have speed limits on the freeways or the?
there are certain freeways in Germany that uh, don't have speed
Yeah, because
limits.
we went on the autobahn. Is that what it is? It was. Is it
Autobahn,
that
yeah.
freeway? That yeah. So we were on that,
That,
and
that,
my dad was
that, that,
going 80 miles.
mm,
My dad was going like 80 miles an hour, and people were passing us like at 120. It was crazy to be passed going like so fast.
yeah, that is crazy. Like I'm somewhere in the middle of the country, and like if I gotta go all the way up north, I go to Germany and take the German autobahn, and then I go
In case
Go.
anybody's interested, 80 miles an hour is 128 kilometers per hour.
Yeah.
Nah.
Well,
Yeah.
my work fan can get up to 140 kilometers per hour.
And 120 miles per hour is 193 miles per hour.
Damn.
But that,
When I had to take my car into the shop and I had to rent a car, I put in for a medium-sized sedan, and I got there and they accidentally had just rented the last sedan to somebody. So the only thing they had on the lot was a Mustang Charger or a whatever Charger, souped up car. And as I'm leaving, I'm like signing.
That's a Dodge Charger.
Yeah, there you go. Dodge Charger. There you go. So as I'm leaving, I'm signing the paper and I'm like, you people are really going to let me leave here? And the guy at the counter goes, you paid for the insurance. We don't care if you wreck it. So I'm like, okay. And then I had to drive to Denver to do a show. So as I'm driving down to Denver, I'm not looking down. And all of a sudden I look down and I'm going 120 miles an hour. I'm like, oh crap, put on the brakes, slow down, slow down. It was so easy to go fast in that car. It was insane.
Yeah, if you got the luxury cars these days, like my dad has a Volvo. If you're driving that, you do not notice how fast you are.
Yeah, even
But
my old Buick, when I was
yeah,
going 100, I didn't feel like I was going 100. I had to slow down constantly in that car.
yeah.
Well,
Well, my work fan also has like cruise control, but also you can also set it just to limit your speed. I use that a lot, just so I don't have to watch out that I'm driving too fast. That's brilliant.
well, a lot of people spend a lot of time in their car.
Too much
Yes.
time.
When
Yeah,
I'm touring,
That's
when
to
I'm
those
touring,
people who make videos from their car.
flat
We're
earthers,
talking to you,
Lots of-
CC.
yeah, exactly. When I'm touring, I live in my car for however long my tour is, pretty much. I mean, I every once in a while will be in the venue or
You're
be in a
doing it
hotel
for
room, but
business.
I'm really only in my hotel room from 3 a.m. till noon, and then or 10.
I'm talking about the people who go out to the car that's sitting in their driveway or on the street right in front of their house.
Yeah, when I was living in the ghetto,
videos.
when I was living in the ghetto, there would be the ghetto kids that would do that. They would just sit in there, in the apartments or on the street or whatever, and they would just get in their car and just blast their music while they're pretending to work on their car. Usually they were just sitting in their car. I'm like, what are you people doing? It's so weird.
Yeah.
But you see how that can grate on people's psyches and their minds being in the car driving all the time,
Yeah.
Especially if you're in LA and you have to drive somewhere. It's like
LA sucks. We were leaving a rave one night and it was 3 a.m. and we were stuck in a traffic jam for 2 hours at 3 a.m.
Traffic jams at 3 a.m.
Yeah, that's
Damn.
LA for you. Yeah, it's crazy.
Damn.
For 2 hours we were sitting there. It was insane.
Are you sure you weren't in New York City?
That's totally like New York as well. But LA and San Diego is where I learned how to drive. So I drive like a madman because you have to learn how to go in and out of cars and brake hard. And if you leave a big enough gap, even in Denver, if you leave a large enough gap, which is the safe amount of a gap, people will just dive in front of you. So it's like, crap, I have to drive unsafe just so that I don't have people diving in front of me, which is even more unsafe because I have to slam on my brakes when they do that. So it sucks. You're just bumpering people when you're driving on the freeways here in LA and San Diego. It's not safe. And that's why there's so many accidents we have around here, because so many people don't know how to drive.
But
Yeah.
see, when I lived in New York, it was more about getting on the subway or taking a bus or getting in a cab. You know what I mean?
Yeah, public transport for sure.
So it's hailing a cab, you stick your hand out, hey buddy, and the car comes up and you get in, right? And you go. The other one, you got to run outside, go down underneath the ground, and get it. It's like, what the fuck is that?
Whose car is driving off?
Who is that? That worked out well.
That's the neighbor who
But
should check to see if they need a new muffler or exhaust system.
Yeah.
It did sound pretty sexy, though.
but traveling around is important. It has to do with your psychological makeup as well.
Yes.
Because
Totally.
people have to go to work. You have to go to work, right? So how do you get there? You got to drive. You got to get there. It's a commute, right?
Yeah.
And if it's fucked up, it's gonna fucking fuck your head up, right?
I'll be right back.
Just saying.
Totally.
That's why I rode my bicycle to work, so this way it was my own time. I could take my own sweet time, just get on the bike and go.
Yeah, especially in summer, if you could ride your bicycle to work, that's great.
Yeah, well, I do it all year round. Didn't matter. And I take my time, whatever time it took.
Well, I did that with school, so.
Well, it's a lot faster than public transportation in New York City.
Oh, we're still talking about New York City?
I can't do public transport anymore. The last time I had to take a bus, there was a gentleman on there who looked at me and was like, the reason you tattooed your face is because your dad molested you and you blah, 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 and all this crap. And I'm like, bro, you don't even know me. And like, no, that's not why I tattooed my face. And like, I was on the bus for 2 hours with this kid trying to tell me why I look this way and how fucked up my life is. I'm like, no, honey, actually, I'm like doing really awesome and I have a good life. I did it for my job. I get paid more money as a sideshow artist to have body modifications than not. You don't want somebody who dresses normal or looks normal that does sideshow. Okay, there is people who do that. They wear suits and ties and they do sideshow. But the freakier I look, the more money I can charge. And I didn't just do that to make money. I had body dysmorphia. Speaking of mental health, I had body dysmorphia, and I almost, because I didn't know myself and I didn't understand myself, I almost got turned into a transgender prostitute. I had a female dominatrix who wanted to get me the surgeries done in Mexico to be a female and was going to make me have me be a prostitute to pay off the price of the surgeries and the medication and stuff. So
all that from a bus ride?
Well, no, I was talking about how that gentleman was telling me.
Just kidding.
Yeah, no, I know. So I can't.
It's like you meet all kinds of people on the bus, right? It's like,
yeah.
But it reminds me of Grand Theft Auto. The people, the pedestrians, they say stupid shit, and you just like, yeah, right. You just gotta keep going,
Yes.
Speaking of
go.
GTA, the reason why I love it so much is I get to get in expensive cars and I get to crash them and I get to do the things that you can't do with cars in real life, like drive them off a cliff or, so that's my major thing. It helps me relieve the pressures of driving because I can go and drive all day long, get off, go to play GTA, and I'm just crashing cars into cars just because I want to get out that stress.
Yeah, Doorknob Hat describes it perfectly.
I can't see the chat, so what did you
Grand
say?
Theft bumper car.
Exactly. My girlfriend liked to make fun of me because I would just be driving around just crashing as much as I could. And she's like, you're a horrible driver. I went, no, I'm just trying to do this. I'm just trying to hit every stoplight or every car or, knock people over.
That's fun to do every now and then.
Yeah, because you can't do it in real life. And it's a great stress reliever, at least for me.
Yeah.
Because like Morton had to go and drive to work, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, car driving. right? And then he has to get, when he leaves work, he has to drive back.
I hope it's not very far because like I have to drive 12 miles each day to work and then 12 back, I think, because I live in Fort Collins and I have to go to Loveland. So every morning and every
hour and 15 minutes.
Oh dang!
Sitting in the
I
car.
can't. That's what it was like when I lived in Aurora and I had to drive from Denver to Loveland. It was an hour every freaking day, and it was just so taxing on me that I couldn't really do it anymore.
Well, for me, it varies, but usually
I
it's about
love driving.
about half an hour drive. Well, first 15 minutes to the office, and then usually half an hour to the site where I'm working. But sometimes it's an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours. But yeah,
It's a long commute.
sometimes
Well,
yeah.
when I worked at the porn store in Greeley and I lived in Aurora, it was
Greeley?
Greeley. It was a 45-minute to an hour drive each way, and I almost killed myself multiple times driving home at midnight because I would, I was so tired from working all day, and I would kind of, fall asleep a couple times, and I mean, that was not fun, and that's why I had to quit that job because I couldn't do it anymore.
Is that Greeley, Colorado?
Yeah, it's Hicksville, USA. Or
I've been there.
You've been to Greeley? I'm sorry you had to go to Greeley.
My brother's wife is from Greeley.
His brother's wife is from.
I'm sorry. It's not a very
small world.
Yeah, a very small world.
I know, Kitty, but they like to play loud. Well.
So, did you get to experience the smell of cows when you went there?
Yeah.
Because it smells horrible in that place. It's just a farm town. And during slaughter season, you do not want to be in Greeley. It smells so horrible in town.
It's like going to one of the Carolinas.
Wait, they've got a specific season for slaughter?
Yeah, I guess during spring is when they slaughter all the baby cows, or they do a certain slaughtering for some reason, and it smells like death in town for like a month or two. I mean, it smells like horse manure and cow manure the most of the year, but there is a certain time of year where if you drive through, you just smell like blood and gore. It's a horrible smell.
Never experienced that.
I hope nobody does, because it is just so gross.
It sounds horrible.
It's worse. It's worse than going to. There's a certain part in New Jersey, right, where there's a bunch of chemical plants.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh God, when you go to that area, it's just like roll up the windows.
Yeah, or like
the
the water filtration plants. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Hey,
the smell comes from there.
I forget which state it is, but in one of the Carolinas or Georgia, they take the pig shit, right? And they collect it all together, and then they spray it into the air.
Why?
Why into the air?
To somehow get rid of it or something.
Well, here they spray it on the fields.
No. Here they inject it into the fields. They're not even allowed to spray it on the fields.
Oh, okay.
Okay, maybe that's what they do here.
Yeah,
but like
spray it into the air with special, equipment.
Okay,
But
so
like,
we're not going to those smelly places on our.
But to be honest, I don't. Cows, yeah, they smell, but they don't stink.
We're going to be taking I-95. You're going to smell it.
Stink.
You have to go through.
You have to go through it.
I have to go.
Okay, Ola, take care.
It's mainly the veal that smells the worst in the areas.
Bye, Ola. Thanks for coming.
Bye. Is Crazy Catnip still here?
crazy cat. So Randolph was here. Did we say
But
hi?
yeah, if you want bad smells, then yeah, you could go chemical or pigs. Oh, chicken farms. Oh,
Ooh.
and they're
The
so
worst,
fucking
the,
they're so fucking dusty.
the worst
Oh,
smell is pigs.
mm, human. If there's a sewage problem, I'm happy I'm not a plumber because I
Oh
don't
yeah,
have to deal with it. But if human shit is worse, it's
Plumper.
just it's so much worse. Ooh,
Oh, Slim.
Slim
dropped
dropped
out.
out.
Slim, what happened? Where are you? Where'd he go?
But yeah, pigs. I smell them often enough.
maybe push the wrong button.
Like I did.
I just saw tomorrow. Ooh,
He's going
hey,
live. He's live.
Slim,
Yes.
Slim, you need to
Yes.
see a doctor. You're dressed.
The hell?
You trust.
I was
Not-
gonna. I thought you were gonna say you're in flirt mode. Oh no!
Yeah, that too.
There.
But at this moment, that he's just showing his face. So then it's for
Just
video
miss-
call that is allowed.
We'll just do
Bye bye,
that.
Randall. Take care.
Yes.
Bye. Yeah.
That's all. But the show is supposed to be about mental health today. That was what we've touched on. I think driving is actually a great connection to mental health because everyone does so much of it, you know?
Mm.
I love it.
And
Yeah, I do
Yes,
enjoy
you-
driving.
like Linda says, she loves it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So some people hate it, right?
Yeah.
Like
Just a
me,
moment.
I don't like to drive.
I don't like driving either.
But I got a
Yeah.
reason.
It depends. It also depends on where you're driving or how long you're driving. But yeah. Like a couple of years back, in winter, I had a couple of weeks that I was working all the way in the north of the Netherlands. And as I just said, then I take the German Autobahn down south. But that is a long stretch of basically boring road. So what I would do then was get in the car because I was working in the cold, get in a warm car after a long day's of work. You can imagine what that does to your eyes. So I would
Yeah.
just drive. So I would drive just like 15 minutes, and then there was a parking space. Just go on the parking space and just close my eyes for 15 minutes, and then I would really sleep for 15 minutes, and then continue an hour
Right.
driving home. Because that is such a boring road, I knew I could not stay awake.
Interesting.
Chewing gum is, by the way, a good solution to not fall asleep
Yeah. Yeah.
because it
I
helps
usually
circulate blood to your brain.
just punch myself in the face in the middle of the night when I'm driving and I can't stay awake anymore. It keeps me awake.
That could work.
I show up at home with a black eye. My girlfriend's
good
like,
to
"What
have-
the hell happened to you?"
It's good to have someone that'll punch it in the face or scream in your ear or something like that.
Totally.
Yeah, or just somebody to just have a conversation with.
Well, I once drove a tank about over 48 hours nonstop.
Oh,
So, and highest mile and maybe 30 miles an hour. I don't know what that is in kilometers. Maybe 15 kilometers. I'm not sure.
30.
An hour
Yeah.
for about 48 hours sitting in the driver's hatch driving a tank. It's kind of grueling, especially when
Yeah,
especially when bathroom time arises.
That the most difficult, like when I'm driving for like 12 hours on tour to go, from one place to the other. Sometimes you get in the middle of the mountains or in the middle of the desert and you're just like, oh crap, I gotta go. Should I pull over or should I keep going? Or do I go inside of a bottle? Or I normally would go inside of a bottle. I usually had something I could go in if I was
You usually
driving.
Riley. You usually
Yeah,
Riley.
I would Riley in a bottle.
No, 30 miles per hour is 48, about 48 kilometers an hour. Yeah, 48.
Oh, that's about as fast. We weren't going that fast, so that's the fastest. So we were going from between 15 and 30, somewhere in between.
Okay.
But that was nonstop. You couldn't stop. You couldn't stop to go to the bathroom. If you wanted to go to the bathroom, you had to do it while the tank was moving. So there you go. Just saying.
That's
Fun
what catheters are good for. Just put a catheter in and be like, all right, I got 2 days, bro. All right, let's do it.
Yeah, they could do that. I didn't do that, though.
No, I'm sure they wouldn't, but I mean, you could technically.
You could, yeah. That'd be actually a great idea. But it's the solid waste that's can be an issue.
Just don't eat those 2 days. What doesn't go in can't come out.
Well, that can't work. Or just don't go. Just don't go.
Yeah, but that ain't too healthy.
You have to go when you have to go. You got it,
At some point, you just have to.
I had to go, and we couldn't stop, and I was driving. So how do you think I accomplished that one?
Someone put a bucket next to your seat, and you sat on that.
No, I was the only one driving. There's only space for one person.
A bucket? You just have an empty bucket?
No buckets. No buckets.
I don't even want to know how you achieve that then.
There's actually an escape hatch that you can drop and it will open.
Oh.
You could swing it to the left, to the right, or you could totally drop it.
Okay.
And then the seat, you could unlatch the seat and lift the seat up, and it'd be a big hole, and you'd still be driving. It'd be a big hole, and you could look at the ground as you were driving, and that's how I would do it.
Okay, that makes sense. That's way better than what. Yeah, well, I was imagining something way worse, so I'm glad that's what it was.
If you could picture that, I'm not sure. That's kind of hard to picture in your mind if you'd never were inside of a tank.
The question is, do I want to picture that? No.
But
There's a reason why it's hard to picture that.
The seat is the key. The seat that you're sitting on, actually, it looks sort of similar to this. Lifts up. The whole thing lifts up and revealing the whole bottom of the tank. And all you have to do is open the hatch and swing it out. And that's the escape hatch.
Will somebody read what's on the screen for us? Because I can't read it on my phone. So.
What I love about therapy is that they tell you what your blind spots are. Although that's uncomfortable and painful, it gives you something to work with.
Pink.
Very, very true.
Yeah.
After I wore a dress to school in 9th grade, my parents sent me to therapy because they thought I was in the closet gay. So they were trying to find out why I was wearing dresses and makeup all the time and painting my nails, which was just part of my body dysmorphia. But then my counselor helped me walk through the process of figuring that out and stuff like that. And realizing that being in the lifestyle I was, whatever, I was able to be more one with myself after that, because I went to school and they sent me home for wearing a dress because they said that was inappropriate.
Yeah,
just taking it off and go nude. Okay, well, don't wear dresses.
I tried that, but my mom wouldn't let me go to school that day. She said, "Put on clothes, son."
Bitch.
Been there, done that, right?
Ah,
I don't know. I never had issues like that in school. It's just kind of I don't know. But I was like always the biggest kid in school, and I was
Because
always
he
like,
skipped a couple of because he stayed
no.
behind.
Well, I did skip. I did skip first grade because I was a smarty pants. I knew a little bit more than most kids, so they skipped me some grades. And,
And you were still the biggest kid?
yeah, I was still pretty tall. I was at 6 feet tall in 8th grade, and I didn't stop growing until I got out of high school. But I was pretty fat as well. I got fat as a youngster. I was kind of heavy, but as I grew, it kind of spread out. So I wasn't kind of evened out after a while. So I don't know. Then the mental health thing for me was when I lost the ability to walk. Like I couldn't walk.
Ooh.
Like when I was heading in that direction, right? I could sense I was heading in that direction, but not a full on one day. Boom, no more walkie. It's like, what? That it devastated me.
Yeah, yeah.
I was on vacation when it happened. I just one day tried to go up the stairs. I got back from the store and I was going up the stairs and my legs wouldn't move. I was like standing at the bottom of the stairs. And I'm like, let's go up the stairs. I tried like 3 or 4 times, to get my body to go up the stairs.
But your legs just didn't listen?
And my legs just stood there still and stiff like boards. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? There's nothing going on between my brain and my legs. Nothing at all. I was like, what the fuck? I actually had to sit on the steps and drag myself up each step to get into the house. I was like, what the fuck? I couldn't feel my legs. I couldn't move my legs. I was like,
that does not sound too good.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
That must have been scary as fuck.
I was frightened to death. And then I had to call an ambulance the next day, and I went to the hospital because I still couldn't fucking walk. So I was on the phone. I got on the phone to the hospital. I told them, please send an ambulance I got a wheelchair. So the first thing I got was a wheelchair. I was like, holy fuck. It was crazy. I'm glad that's over. But I was going crazy in my mind because of all of a sudden, boom, no activity. I lost my job. I was about to lose my house. And that's why I moved. But anyway, I needed to reach out to talk to somebody, and I did. I went and got therapy, just talk therapy, just to talk, because there was nobody. I wasn't going anywhere. I wasn't meeting any people. I didn't have the internet. It was nothing. I was drawing a lot in my art book, and all the stuff I drew I now have it. It's up in digital. I converted it all to digital, but that, doing my artwork and going to talk therapy, so important. I would have went fucking bat shit crazy if I didn't do that, and that's what got me. And then finally, I got a couple operations on my spine that helped me out, and now at least I'm walking now. No more wheelchair. It's in the wheelchair for about a year. I thought that was going to be like I was going to be in the wheelchair forever. I thought, oh man.
Oh yeah,
I was. But they told me I should have even been walking for as long as I had been. But they said it was because of the bicycle, riding the bicycle for all my childhood, and up until now. I still ride my bicycle. They said my legs were just like rocks, so strong, I was like, damn, no wonder. So I shouldn't have been walking, and I was walking anyway because of all the bicycle riding I'd done. I didn't realize, but I'm so grateful to be walking again. You just don't realize regular everyday things you do without even thinking about, just,
Yeah, totally.
but that's what I was dealing with. But I'm better now. There's a happy ending. There's a happy ending. That's what's
Wait, happy ending? What were we talking about? I could use. Oh, never mind.
I got my legs back. I got a laminectomy and a couple of other vertebrae adjusted, and 2 laminectomies.
2 laminectomies.
Yes.
Just 2?
Mm-hmm.
I got like 5 of them.
Well, I hope they help because they helped me a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Because every time I coughed and sneezed or did something like that, it was pain. You wouldn't believe.
Oh, I believe it.
If you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And that stopped that. Getting the laminectomies stopped that. So,
hey, man, I remember driving home and just having both of my arms just fall off the steering wheel. Yep.
I could see it happening, sure.
I remember one time I thought I had frozen up my workstation at work. I went to move the mouse from one screen to the other, and it was like it just stopped. And in my head, I was thinking, "The fuck is wrong with this damn thing?"
Yeah.
And in my head, I'm moving that mouse and shaking it, and trying to get it to go over, and I look down, and my arms aren't moving.
Arms aren't moving. Wow,
Nope.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you think it's like happening in your head, but it's not happening.
Yeah, it's happening in my head, but it's not happening.
Yeah, that's a weird thing. If you've never had that happen to you, you don't know how weird that is when you look down and you think you're supposed to be moving and you're not, and it's like you kind of freak out. It freaks you out. It freaked me out. I was totally freaked out, man, because that never happened to me. But that's so freaky.
Yeah, I'm hoping I'm not getting that ever.
Yeah, that's like, I've been building all these models and stuff. I'm trying to get my fingers back, the dexterity back, and I'm really doing well, but I want to get back to playing the guitar again. I really miss playing. I got to find out where there's one guitar I know is floating around in the family. Somebody's got it because I gave it back to somebody. Somebody gave it back. It's sitting in somebody's closet. I want to see if it's still around.
I want to play instruments again. I need to get back into playing music.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe even just go and find the cheapest fucking acoustic I can find on Amazon and just buy it and have them ship it here. 1 day shipping. Get it shipped. Get it here tomorrow. And I'll be like, my fingers, I couldn't do it, but I haven't practiced or touched anything in over 5 years. Definitely more than 5 years. Almost 10 years. 10 years since I touched the guitar.
Oh, you'll remember the basics.
I just know a lot. I remember a lot of chords. Stuff. It's all by ear, though. I'm not trained. Not a musician. Just playing what sounds good.
Oh.
I'm not a musician.
Neither am I.
Know what I mean?
But I did like to play.
Yeah, like I'd like to get back into it. That's why I built. You wouldn't believe the model I just finished.
Oh, I believe it. I saw it.
I had to bend every piece and then bend it onto each other in order to each piece fit onto each other to make one solid object. It was just, I got another one to build too. and I'm going to buy more. I'm going to build them all because it really helps my fingers and moving things, and getting my hands in pressure. But the pressure is different. It's kind of different. Like doing bar chords. No way I could feel that. It's individual.
Your guitar is not set up right.
No, it's my fingers. The numb is all fucking hell. And when I can't tell the pressure, it's hard to tell the pressure. I can only do it by when I'm listening. And then it's like, I'm pressing like crazy and it's still going. Still making the wrong notes. Like stuff. That's why I got so frustrated.
I'm telling you.
Just got to get the.
Have your guitar set up correctly.
It's no big deal. You just tune it.
I used to have. Well, I have problems with my hands now, but
6 strings.
Still, I could still pick up my guitars and do a bar chord with like no problem because it doesn't take much.
Bar chords. But I don't know if I can make it sound right because the pressure. I don't know if I can feel the pressure.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't take much pressure to do a bar chord.
Yeah, I know, but it wasn't working the last time I tried.
Then your guitar is not set up right.
No, that wouldn't have mattered. I had it set up the way it's always set up. Set it up once, and goes out of tune every now and then. Good night. That's it. But I gave all the guitars away. I don't have them anymore. Someone stole. One is missing. The most expensive one that is missing. And I gave away. I gave it to somebody and figured they wouldn't lose it. It's not lost. Somebody's.
Oh my God!
Did you give it to somebody or did you lend it to somebody?
No, I gave it away. Gave it to somebody, but they lost it.
They sold it.
Oh well.
Whatever, it's gone. Whatever happened to it, it's gone.
That's like my wife gave away. My wife gave away our air compressor. It's like went to go out to use the air compressor. I hadn't used it in a while, and it was like,
gave it away.
Where the hell did it go?
I gave that away.
I gave it to Lonnie. He said he needed it. I'm like, what?
And they can lend it. You can lend it to them, but
giveaways.
Just give it away? No.
I just gave it.
Hell no.
I gave it away.
Yeah, Lonnie was moving to Florida and he needed an air compressor. For what? I don't know. But he said he needed it. His family, so she just gave it away.
Just giving it like that?
Well, I think she gave it away. Either that or she lent it and it just disappeared.
Well, I gave the guitar away. Maybe it was my fault for expecting to see it again because I gave it away, They done whatever they do with it, they do with it, so it's gone, right? Either way.
Okay, babe.
The other one, there's another one though. It's not a not a well-knit branded guitar, but it's around. Someone's got it. I gotta ask my sister. Someone's got it. I think someone was getting it fixed or repaired or something. There was something damaged. I said, wait a minute. I got upset. That guitar's not damaged. It was perfect. Someone damaged it. It wasn't me.
That's what they always say.
Yeah, until one of the tuners goes out of whack or
something. Someone mentioned it was being repaired.
Or the neck warps.
Whatever.
Because they left it tensioned and put it away for a long time.
It wasn't, it was an accident and it wasn't intentional. It just happened. Stuff like that.
Sometimes shit happens.
Yeah. Does anybody here make like emotional attachments to inanimate objects?
Ocean, passion.
Yeah, that also has to do with being on the spectrum.
Mhm.
I married my sword that I swallow.
Well, if you get that intimate with it, hey,
Yeah, we consummated the marriage by me swallowing it.
Did you sign a prenup?
You may now swallow the sword.
You signed a
You may now
prenup.
swallow the bride.
I think I
wait a minute. How do you know the
I don't know.
sword was the bride?
So
It was totally the man. It was totally the groom.
You may swallow the groom. Hey, in a normal marriage, in a regular marriage with a guy, that could work. You may now swallow the bride, the
Yes.
groom.
And I consummated the marriage in front of 100 people.
Okay, nobody touch Ox's bike.
his bike, nobody touch it. I have a nice bike. My bicycle's nice. I enjoy it. I enjoy riding it.
Yeah, me too. Besides my work, my bicycle is my main
Bicycle.
my main form of transport.
I don't know if Ox is talking about a motorcycle or a bicycle. I think he's talking about a motorcycle. I'm not sure.
No, then he should have said motorcycle.
I wouldn't touch anybody's bike or motorcycle or whatever.
Hey,
unless you got consent.
Oh, well, yeah. Don't go around touching people's property.
It even speaks to you?
Huh?
It
does?
What Ox said.
Mine kind of, like, when I listen to the chain on my bicycle when I ride, I could tell if it needs to be cleaned or needs oil from the sound. So it's actually conveying something to me by listening. So is that telling me anything? I guess it's in a way it is.
I guess it is.
Because I can hear it.
I stand corrected.
I can hear it, and then I go, wait, that doesn't sound like a nicely well-lubed drivetrain. I want to. So then I go home and I clean it, and I go, see, that's how it sounds. That's what it's supposed to. And then you get used to hearing that sound. And when something goes wrong, you hear a different sound. So listen to that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Demon. 420, yeah.
Hey, Bro Joe.
Hey, Bro Joe. Yeah, the bike whisperer. Just people get used to. People know, even they drive their car around, they'll know if it sounds funny.
Yeah.
Same thing.
That's true. I'm listening to my bike when I ride it.
It goes back to driving and being mobile, right? Oh man, what a funny
And
world.
lubricant is very, very important no matter what you're doing it with or using it with, whatever situation. It's very important to lube up first.
Okay.
Lubrication is always a good idea.
That's great advice.
Cookie talked about that on Tuesday.
Oh, I missed Cookie. I saw her.
She's going to be doing a Tuesday stream every week, 4:30 my time. It's called Butt Stuff. So ... butt stuff. So we're going to be going over sexual stuff. On Tuesday, we're going to go over contraceptives, the different forms of contraceptives and birth control and things like that, and talk about what different things do and why you should use things and when, and the safe way to put on a condom. So Cookie is probably going to get a banana and get a condom, and she's going to put it onto the banana on stream to show everybody how you safely put on a condom. And she may deep throat it. I don't know. It's Cookie, so we'll find out on Tuesday what she's going to do with that banana on stream.
Well, it's your family, so they could probably go deep throat.
Yeah, I taught her well, so she can definitely deep throat.
Oh, you thought you're on. Okay.
I mean, I can too as well, but I taught her how to deep throat.
I'm sure
You forced her to learn it.
I'm sure she and the banana are gonna be very happy to get it.
Although I probably should say it the right way. Cookie taught me how to deep throat. Let's put it that way, because she's a lot older than me.
Cookie.
Of course.
Oh,
It's
Cookie.
a family tradition.
Well,
Yeah,
Cookie's a
likes
lady. Cookie's a lady.
she is definitely a lady.
coffee. Definitely.
That means she's a woman, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but if somebody's a woman, that does not mean that they're a lady.
Okay, 420. Cookie is my aunt, is Slim's aunt. So she comes on in full garb and she talks about sex with all the young seamen that she comes across. So she goes to the dock and she has a good time with the seamen.
Someone put a link in the chat for Cookie.
Am I a lady?
Yes. Go ahead and put my channel link for Cookie. Cookie only has 20 subs right now, so we're trying to get her more subs, but we'll work on that later. I'm trying to get to 500 on my channel right now. So once that happens, then we're going to start promoting Cookie, and she's going to start doing streams very soon on her channel. Right now, it's going to be on my channel just because I have the most subs and most people who are watching me. So when I start a stream, we have everybody who's here and in the community that will see it and go in, but she will soon start doing her own stuff. And I have a new character who is, I think I'm going to call him Hick Bob. He's going to be like a Southern gentleman, and we're going to be talking about conspiracy theories and all that fun stuff. Yeehaw! So I got a new character coming up very soon. We're going to be talking about and doing streams. I'm coming up with the way the character is dressed right now. So I will have a new character that we'll be streaming with soon to be making fun of conspiracies.
Wow. That should be entertaining.
Yeah, I'm going to be like a hick that doesn't get stuff, kind of like Cookie. I don't get stuff, but then you all on the panel will get me to get it, So like I'll pretend like I don't understand what's going on, and then we'll have people who are in the industry of whatever we're talking about be like, okay, this is like why this thing works or why this doesn't work, and I like having fun with debunking and or making fun of people because it's a jovial kind of thing to make fun of people, because I don't think we should just make fun of people. So if I'm making fun of myself while we make fun of people, it makes me sleep better at night, I guess is the way to put it.
Well, I just thought of something that Cookie might called Cookies Quickies.
I like that. Yeah, the
It's
new
just-
stream is called Cookies Butt Stuff.
Cookies, yeah, Cookies Quickies. And
I like
first,
that. I like that.
first installment will be butt stuff, and then you do like a 30-second clip on butt stuff, and then the next Cookies Quickie will be on whatever.
So shorts, her doing shorts. I like that idea.
Yeah, call it Cookies Quickies, and then you talk about whatever you want to talk about for 20 seconds, and then go on to the next Cookies Quickie.
Heck yeah, I like that a lot.
This way you could throw out clip after clip after clip. You could make a whole string of clips and then throw them all out in the whole week. Get people like make like
That's a really good idea.
make
So
a
for the
1
people
minute.
that just missed it, I put Cookie's channel in the side chat and a link to the stream.
Cookie's
did.
cool. I like that idea.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Cookie's great.
We talked about big toys last Tuesday, and we talked about anal lube and
We showed a commercial.
and anal sex. Yeah, and we showed the latex commercial with the balloons. Balloon animals are doing each other, and we showed a couple other funny things like that. So everybody go check that out if you want to see Cookie talking about anal sex.
But it's comedy, but it's also informative, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, we have guests on. So I pretend to not understand what's going on, and then we have the panel that will pretend to fill me in, which is just giving information. So it's like this dichotomy kind of.
Right. So you would
Or
be
I'm like, what are the kids talking about these days? Oh, they're calling it what? And then, the panel will fill me in on what's happening now or what we're talking about.
Yeah, we like filling you.
There you go.
You like filling me in? I mean, you're filling Cookie in? I mean.
See?
Yeah, Cookie always tries me to fill her up. But...
It's people being so helpful to one another. It's great.
Yes. And my original idea was to only have feminine personalities on. And I would like to try to stick with that. But like we did last week, we did have some gentlemen on. But she gets too verklempt and she gets too flustered when gentlemen are on. So we tried.
You're so sweet. You're calling me a gentleman? Aww.
Yes, yeah.
Holy fuck, I'm no fucking gentleman.
I'm the motherfucking gentleman.
What?
That should be a great show, Slime.
Okay, Geo, what are you up to? What do you want to show?
Well, I could show my channel. I mean, I have stuff. Yeah, I'm actually thinking there's this new streaming service. It's called the Polypop. Thinking of looking into that. And
Not a lollipop, but polypop?
not yet. It's almost exactly
Is it
like
lollipop for polyamorous people?
that's part of the name actually. It's called Polypop, but it's different from other streaming services. It doesn't put watermarks on it, and it's free, and it offers 3D assets.
Because it sounds like a place where I can suck off multiple people at once. But never mind. We'll talk about that later.
It's more geared toward streaming on Twitch than it is for YouTube, but I'm going to be using it for YouTube.
I still can't get myself to do Twitch yet. I know I need to move over to that platform and start Twitch streaming, but there's so many rules and things that, and I don't know how to. I don't know how to promote it properly to get a bunch of 21 and over people. I feel like it's a kind of kids gamer platform stream, and so I'm trying to figure out the best way to insert myself in there and not have a bunch of like 14-year-olds watching me.
There's plenty of adults on Twitch, so there's plenty of adults on.
Wait a minute.
You
want to insert yourself into someone and you don't want other people watching? That doesn't sound like you.
He wants to insert himself, but he doesn't want underage people.
Yeah,
and I understand that.
Okay.
That's logical.
Okay.
Yeah, I want it to be 18 and up kind of audience and crowd and stuff, and I don't know exactly how to facilitate that on that platform yet. So hopefully soon I will be moving to Twitch, and I'll probably do game streaming on Twitch first, and then try to do streams on there.
Yeah, I think Twitch is mainly games, right?
Mainly.
They have a bunch of podcasts on there.
Okay.
Okay. Micro, do you have anything you want to tell us about?
Well, Slim has started streaming again, so I'm on his streams sometimes. I'm sometimes on Purple Rhyme Fit Orange on her streams, occasionally. Yeah.
And
it happens that I'm on NASA Banker 33 every now and then.
With the lovely Zumi.
Mm-hmm. He's a good friend.
You were on Purple's streams as well, right?
Yeah, I just mentioned her.
Yeah, that's what she just said.
The Shills.
You should, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Mention the Shills. Right?
Well, yeah, Purple has been on the shield, but I haven't. No, I haven't.
Is Purple a regular? She's
I
supposed
think so.
to on the Shills. Yeah, is she regular?
I believe so.
Yeah. Oh wow. Nice. Oh, there's a link. Purple's a link. You have a channel. You have a channel too, Micro, don't you?
Yeah, I posted a few things there, but yeah, not a lot. And not regularly.
Well, maybe you'll put up a video and surprise us all one day.
Yeah, maybe. I have a
Okay.
few thoughts, but yeah, nothing planned.
Oh, okay. We'll be watching for it. I know I am. I'm watching. I'm waiting. I'll be waiting.
Yeah.
I'll be
Yeah.
waiting for that. I'll be waiting for that video.
I forgot to say, we've recently been finding out there are people that are using urine for multiple different purposes. I guess there is a gentleman who is making urine popsicles and giving them to kids.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. Sam and Dan mentioned that. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, and then
He
and then
gave it
there's
to
Dave
his own kid without telling them.
and
the worst
and
thing is,
neighbors.
even the kids' friends came over and they also gave it to them.
Yep.
Like
And
if
he
somebody
didn't tell
does
the
that to my kid,
Yep.
then oh
Yeah.
my god, if
Yeah.
they're religious, they better pray to their God, because fucking hell, they'll have a big problem.
Well, it's a prime
Yeah.
example. It's a prime example of beliefs informing actions.
Yeah, and the other thing is Dave is nebulizing his urine. There are urine drinkers out there in the QAnon. So on Monday, I'm going to do crazy shite, and we're going to talk about urine therapy. So we're going to go over all
Slim.
the, yeah.
If you do crazy shit about urine, maybe change the name for a change. Call it
It's
crazy urine, because it ain't shite, it's urine.
Sure, we'll call it crazy urine for that one. So Monday, I'll be doing that.
It's not
Oh,
therapy.
yeah, that's fuck yeah.
They claim it is.
How do people
No.
even come up with taking in a waste product?
We're going to go over it. I have documentation on why the holistic people think that you should. So we will go over why it began in the first place, and who started it, or the organizations or the groups that started it, and stuff like that. So we'll go over the history of it, and who's doing what, and how horrible it is for you.
I challenge them to eat their own shit.
There are people doing that too. Like literally.
I'd like to see that. I'd like to see them publicize that.
Yeah, there are people doing that. So
you guys are out of control.
Well,
some
people do get a poop transplant.
What are the health benefits for eating your own or someone else's?
I don't know, but they're doing it. They're literally.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, there's literally people like putting it in shakes and putting it into stuff. Not direct, not just like eating it full, but they're like adding it to other foods and adding it. Yeah, so there is that we might go over as well. But I think we have a couple hours of urine stuff to go over.
There are certain conditions where
Google
they take poop from one person and they put it into another because missing certain gut bacteria, right? But that's like a medical procedure.
Yeah, that's a medical.
Right? They
But
don't
done by professionals who know what they're doing.
Yeah. But Dave is a professional.
No, just eat raw poop, man. What are you talking about?
In medieval times, they were using it to burn for fuel, and then they were also rubbing it on pus nodules, and they were doing medical stuff with it in the medieval times. So we may go over all that fun stuff too. So Monday is going to be
Good.
interesting.
That'll be
Yeah.
interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay, Brainless, it's your turn.
What? What? Oh, well, I'll
Same
probably
Brainless.
end up on Slim's gaming stream, and
Yeah.
if he's playing Red Dead, he might be like, "Ooh, another player," but then it's not somebody who's going to be hostile. It's just me annoying him. And of course, this week, not on Friday, but on Saturday, Pip. Oh, and on Slim stream and on Pip stream, we have a new friend, Vila. She's very nice.
Yes, we have a lovely new lady that's joining us
Yeah.
for stuff, and she's wonderful for sure.
Yeah, she's nice and good at the games. She's a good fit.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's basically it. That's my life. Joining this live stream, Slim's live streams, Pip's live streams. Yeah.
Okay, I think I got all the links in there.
Wow.
I
How do
have
you
a
have
small thing.
Thank
I have
you,
a small
Amiga.
thing.
What?
I have a small thing to add. That didn't really have anything to do with chilling, but I got my third COVID shot today. So
Oh,
I got-
yay.
Let's
Yeah.
hope you don't get sick from it.
Awesome. Good,
Yeah.
good to hear.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. But Amiga, you got all the links in there? Damn,
Oh.
you're a size king.
Wow. Is
Size
that
queen.
Pip's link? What's in there?
with the monarch
Pip
of it.
link,
Go on.
Yeah, there's a piper.
Pip's link, Purple's link, the Shill's link.
Hey, there's a Russian guy in the chat.
Sunday, I won't be able to do anything because I have a wedding reception I'm going to be performing at. So I will be gone all day and most of the night partying at a wedding reception in Erie, Colorado. So I'm get to go have fun and party at a house. And hopefully they'll let me pass out in one of their beds or on their couch so I don't have to drive home after partying with them. Hopefully I get to sleep in somebody's bed, you know, that'd be nice.
Okay, yeah. All right, that's cool. Thanks. Don't want people to worry about Slim.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, "What the heck, Slim?"
Where
You know,
is Wes? Exactly. That's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah. Hey, Linda, just to be curious, putting in the link to your own channel. Okay, like people couldn't find it if they're here.
Hey,
No, it's
Everybody
because
go.
I know.
Mika
Everybody
shared the
go
wrong
sub.
link.
Everybody
Well,
Well, the link goes to that.
Like.
Goes to that.
No, it doesn't. It
Comment.
says error 404.
Oh, it
Oh,
does
okay.
now.
They need
We can
they
change
need
the
to delete it today, so we needed two links.
There you go.
YouTube and other things, platforms, they change their links all the time. Like I had to re-put in a couple of my links on my channel because I didn't realize they changed the format of the link. So yeah, that was great. At least I figured it out, or somebody told me the other day.
Okay, babe. How's that?
It's an actual name change. The link
Yeah,
is
that's
the name.
unusual.
It used to be a bit of tea and Danish for so long.
But that was quite a long name.
A bit of
I think this name is yeah, it's
yeah.
easier.
It's like a two-prong attack. Delicious and Danish.
I did like
Yeah,
calling
she's
my,
both.
I did think it was fun to call myself a bit of coffee and Swedish.
Oh yeah, you used that in the side chat a couple of times.
Yeah. I did.
Yeah. And confused the hell out of me. Thank you very much.
You're
Thank you very much. ladies
Come on,
and
come
gentlemen.
on.
Thank you very
What
much.
doesn't confuse you? Come on.
I'm hoping one day we can get Biscuit back.
Well,
but we'll
I
see.
will.
I gotta.
I will tell you, Brainless.
Yeah, that was the whole list.
No, I got it.
That was the whole list of things that don't confuse you.
Yeah.
Damn it, Brainless!
Oh, it seems the mental health we talked about kind of circled around motor vehicles and driving and getting around. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's the way I thought it went.
The last thing I want to say about mental health is if there's something that you've been wanting to do for a long time and you haven't gotten yourself to do, please try it out. And remember, you're probably going to fail the first couple times. But if that's where your heart is at, just keep on doing those things. Like, I can't believe I'm a sword swallower and that I get to be as modified as I am. So if you are wanting to do something, just take that step into doing it, and hopefully it will help your mentality, because I know that's a huge hiccup for me is I get stuck not doing things. When I end up actually doing them, it becomes healthier for me. So just take that step and do the things you want to do. If you need to tell the person in your life or the people in your life that you need to go and do something else, go do it. I just had to do that with my girlfriend. I had to move out and I had to refocus in on my life because I was spending too much time on hers, which caused me to have a mental breakdown. So I had to refocus in on myself, and that's why I'm back streaming again and back in my situation, because I had to think about myself first before other people.
Okay. Yeah, that's definitely. It's good to think about other people, but definitely also think about yourself. Definitely.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And
as Slim said, if at first you don't succeed, try again until he comes.
Exactly.
All I want to say. Let's see. What can I say about mental health?
That's not a lot.
Number 43 from my worldview.
Mm-hmm.
Humans require play to stay emotionally fit. So people get out there every once in a while and play. Play like a child.
Yeah.
It releases.
Guess what I was doing just before the stream? Just before the stream, I was playing Red Dead. And like the streams with Slim and Pip. Yeah, that's so fucking good for your mental health. Just playing games with some nice people.
Mm-hmm.
Sure is.
And sex.
Yeah.
Sex helps a lot.
Just a few more months.
And the best friend.
Sex, baby.
Okay,
Hey,
babe.
it's been years, so what's a few months waiting, right?
Hey, babe. We've shilled everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the tired Danish can go to bed.
Yeah. I ghosted needs a rest.
And I have a beginning headache.
Oh.
Then I think it's a good time to... I'm sorry?
Droopy
Do
face.
some self-care. Take care of yourself.
Yeah, then I think it's a good time to end the show, Linda.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Later,
play
go
the
take care of
outro, so bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, bye, everybody.
Bye, side chat.
Thanks for coming.
No, not yet.
på snurrade.
Dude, who's that crazy person?
Brainless Steel.
That looks great, dude. That looks great. Who's that cute kitty?
Very cute.